Hey gamers, it's Jeremy with One Up Retro. Today we want to bring you our new iteration of our $3.95 in one plus many bonus crappy games. And what we're going to do is highlight some of the great games that are on here, as well as some of the games that were never released in North America that are pretty good games that none of us would really even know to play if it weren't on this cart. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go over a bunch of the games. There are 395 in here, including what we have been asked about Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey gamers, we're back. So we're on the main menu, and the menu is still the same. If I push to the right, it's going to go to the right to the next page, and if I push to the left, it'll go back one page. If I push A, it's going to go forward 6 pages. If I push B, it will go back 6 pages. Down, we'll select the column and row, and then I guess it would just be the numbers up and down. You want to find a game to play, you push start, and there you are. So we'll play Abadox for a second. And these are all the full ROMs. They'll play just as if it were the actual game in the system. So still the same save features. You can only save one game at a time. If you're playing The Legend of Zelda and you start playing The Legend of Zelda 2, it's going to erase that save memory just because the RAM can only hold one game save at a time. So that's still an issue that you'll have to contend with, but it's not that big of a deal. I guess it just forces you to play the game all the way through. So, and when you're done playing, same, you can push the reset button and it will take you back to the main menu. And so, some of the games that are on this one that weren't on the other carts that we have are a few like Baby Boomer. If you haven't played this one is a rare one. It's kind of like Chiller. You have the little crosshairs here. You move them up and down, left and right, and then the A button shoots. And you want to get these obstacles out of the way of the baby as it crawls across. You're going to come across some different... Oops, probably shouldn't have shot that. Well, apparently I was supposed to shoot that flower. We have Battletoads. Unfortunately, Battletoads can only be played on original hardware due to the way that the system reads it. If you play it, you can play through the first level, but it'll lock up on the tunnel level where you're swinging down, so you won't be able to play that level. There are a couple of games on here that I've actually found that I have never played that are either Japanese translations or North American releases that are pretty good games. So I'm just going to go through slowly here so you can kind of see what's on each page, and if you'd like you can pause the video and just read the games that are on there. But we're going to go ahead and scroll through real quick each one of these pages, and then we'll go back to the other games that are on this cart. So Door, I don't remember if I played that one. Not sure what that's about. I can't remember. I have played it, I have tried it out, but I don't remember which one it is. So, but the Ducktales 2 is on here. Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers 1 and 2 are both on here. So those are some pretty good rare games to have on the compilation. Final Fantasy VII. This is an NES homebrew port, and it's pretty good. I've played it. It kind of follows along with the Final Fantasy storyline as you pull up in the with the train, and it plays like Final Fantasy, but it's the Final Fantasy VII port, which is pretty good. And then you have the Galagas and Galaxians. Those are really good competition type games that you can play with your friends. So It has the original Goonies that was released on the Play Choice 10, and then the US release of Goonies 2. Gunsmoke, that's always a good one. Gyromite, that's a good one if you want to play a two-player game on that. We'll just burn Rob and kind of put him off to the side. So the unreleased Happily Ever After. Harlem Globetrotters, that's a good one. Holy Diver, that's a good one. Let's see, Ice Climbers, all the Ikari Warriors, 1 through 3, Indiana Jones. Now I do have to say on Jaws there is a glitch. You can play the game, but for whatever reason during gameplay, if you get hit anywhere on the screen, it will lock up. I don't know what caused that, but we are working on that for further iterations if you're a Jaws fan. So Journey to Silius, that's a good one. Karate Champ, Karate Kid, Kid Icarus. Knight Rider, that one's not too bad, that one's okay. Crazy Creatures, my opinion, horrible game. I'm not a fan of that game. I think that one was made, that was, it's not Camerica or Color Dreams, it was one of the other ones, but it's an unlicensed version. Robin Hood, Ghost Lion, that one's a pretty good one. Little Mermaid, gotta have Disney games on there. So I don't know if it's legal to say Disney, but whatever, we're going to say that anyway. Mule, Muscle, those are some good ones. Life Force, the Major League Baseball, Maniac Mansion, Marble Madness, Master Shoe and the Drunkard Who, that one's a funny game. Metroid, Micro Machines, and there's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and Monster Party, Monster Truck Rally. I mean, you guys can probably read these too, but these are some of the games that I actually like. Mutant Virus. Narc wasn't as good as the arcade version, but it's still okay. It's not too bad. Ninja Coon. That one's actually kind of a fun game. You should try that one. That one's pretty interesting. Nuts and Milk. That one's a weird game. I don't even know what to compare it to. Nightmare on Elm Street, Operation Wolf, if you're into some of the gun games. POW, Paperboy 2, the Pisterminator, Pinball Quest, Pipe Dream. Now Pokemon Yellow, that one is a hack of the Pokemon Yellow Game Boy version that's been ported over to the Nintendo, and it plays just like on the Game Boy. Although this one is in color-ish. Princess Tomato, Prince of Persia, Pro Wrestling, Qbert Kicks, RC Pro-Am 2. That one is a good one. I actually like the RC Pro-Am series, so I even like the Pro-Am series on the Sega. They did a pretty good job on those. Rainbow Island, Rambo, if you're a Rambo fan. Robin Hood. I don't remember if that one is the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. I want to say it is, but we'll test it here just to check it out. But Russian Attack, the Rygar, Silent Assault, Bart Simpson versus the Space Mutants, and Skater Die 1 and 2. Snake's Revenge, Snake Rattle and Roll, that's a great two-player game. The Space Invaders, that one's not, I mean, I don't know, it's better than the Atari version, but it's still, it's basically the old style graphics, so there's nothing enhanced about that. Spy vs. Spy 2, which, that one is actually a pretty fun game. That one's on the island. If you're into the Spy vs. Spy series, that one's a great one to play, especially with another player. You get more traps and bombs and different kinds of ways to kill your spy adversary. Strider, Sunday Fun Day, Super Dodgeball. Can't have this Multicart without the Super Mario Bros. 1 and Super Mario Bros. 2, the Lost Levels versions. Swamp Thing, Super Pitfall 1 and 2, Sweet Home, that one's been on all of our iterations. That one is a great Japanese translation port from it's a video game released about the movie of the same name that was released in 1989. People like to think of it as the precursor to the Resident Evil series just because of some of the verbiage that was used in the game. It's a pretty scary game. Follows the movie pretty well too. So Tailspin, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original version, the Three Stooges, Time Lord, Total Recall, one of my non-favorite games, the Track and Field series, and Ultima, if you're into the role-playing games. Ultima is a good series to play. So the original Volleyball, Wally Baron and the No Gang, that one's actually a pretty fun one. I played it to test it out a while back, and I thought it was going to be kind of a dumb game, but it's not too bad. So Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Willow, Wizards and Warriors 1, 2, and 3, Wrath of the Black Manta, that one's a good one. ER Kung Fu, that one I wish they would have done a little bit more with it. The Commodore 64 version of ER Kung Fu is more closely related to the arcade version. And I really like that one better than I like this version. So the first iteration of the Ys series, and then obviously the Zeldas 1 and 2. So let's go ahead and we'll find one of the games here to play real quick. Let's see, what do we want to go to? Oh, I forgot to mention the Battle Kid homebrew. Those are on the Multicart as well. So Battle Kid 1 and 2 are on here. There was a game on here that I wanted to show you guys, and you know what? Let's go to Ninja Coon. That one is the one that that one's kind of an interesting game, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but it was kind of an interesting game. Let's see if I can remember how to jump up, because you got to fight these guys, and you have to jump up, and you get to the top, and if you jump wrong, you fall back down, and it's a difficult game, and it's it's just one of those, I don't know, it's a quirky game, and there's really no rhyme or reason to how you play the game, and it's just you have to be paying attention to what you're doing, otherwise you fall back down, and you have to you basically you can't jump and then you can't jump and then auto jump again. It won't let you do that, but what you can do is you have to turn one way or the other so I died. Anyway, you guys might find that. I find it kind of funny. It's on my crappy list, but it's kind of a fun crappy one. So let's do Holy Diver. There we go. We'll jump on the Holy Diver here real quick. The Cursed Chapel. So this one, I believe this one was only a European release. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But it's actually a pretty interesting game. Oops. The gameplay can almost be equated to Castlevania 3 in a way. The fighting style, you just have A is to jump, B is to throw your fireballs and kill your enemy. Oh, come on. I'm not going to make it very far on this, I can tell you that right now. So, anyway, this one has been a game that we've been asked about quite often, and so I figured we'd throw it on here as well. So, it's a pretty good game. but as soon as I die, I'm just going to reset it. And come on. All right. Well, as you can see, my hand-eye coordination isn't what it used to be. So let's actually go to Punch-Out here real quick, so we can get that one out of the way. And you all know that Mike Tyson Punch-Out bell ring. So let's just go ahead and we'll put the code in. The codes work just as they would if you were playing the original game. So we'll give you a cheat: 007 373 5963. The old Mike Tyson code. So this one's going to give you guys a laugh, I'm sure. It's been a long time since I've beaten Mike Tyson. I think the last time I beat Mike Tyson I was 14. So let's see how far I can get. Oh, what? Oh no. Oh, too slow. It bounced out of that one too soon. Oh, really? Come on. So when he glows, you got to get out of the way, but he's got a fast punch, so I know that there's a guy out there that can pretty much do this blindfolded. I'm not that guy. I can't even do it unblindfolded. So anyway, so yeah, there's that game, and it's a great game to play. So let's give up. Winners never quit and quitters never win. Except for playing this game, you gotta give up. Let's find one of these other oddball games. Ninja Hattori. Kind of looks like a teddy bear in a ninja suit. Huh. So you're a giant ninja fighting mini ninjas. That makes sense. Oh! Oh, really? What? Okay, well, so that's that game. That was my first experience playing that game, so there you go. Let's see what else is on here. We'll see if we can find Escape from Atlantis. I'm just doing the Multicart games that are not in our normal North American library. I don't even know what I'm doing on this game. This may be a game that you want to avoid. This could be considered crappy, to say the least. All right, well, let's might have to figure that one out. I don't know if I ever want to play that one again or not. Die Hard is on here also. Let's see. Oh, the Labyrinth from the 1980s. This one is a Japanese version, English translated. I am the Goblin King. Your brother is in my castle beyond the Goblin City. You have 13 hours to solve the labyrinth before your brother becomes one of us. Oh, alright, well, so let's knock these fairies out of the way. These are, if you've ever seen the movie, these are, I think, the fairies that are just outside the wall of the labyrinth. And each time you get hit, so if you notice right here in the corner, each time you get hit, you lose 5 minutes. Yeah, okay. The clock would stop while I got hit. So here's the entrance to the labyrinth. And you have these little things here that you can... Oh, you know what? I think you have to find the key. Who gets a heart? let's give it to Ludo. Ludo needs a heart. Alright, what is this? Not sure what that was. There's another heart. Oh, come on, fairies, get out of my way here. Let's give it to Hoggle this time. Alright. Anyway, so each time you get hit, you lose 5 minutes on the clock, and which takes away from your 13 hours to find your brother before he becomes a member of the Goblin family. So, the controls are fairly simple. You can walk and shoot in angles, down and to the left, down and to the right, straight down, up to the right, up to the left, straight up. So, pretty easy to figure it out. What's not easy is trying to figure out, I think you have to find a key to get into the gate, but I can't remember. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's the keys. So there are 12 keys that you have to find to get into the, before you find your brother. So anyway, we'll reset that one and move on. Let's see what free fall is. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh boy. So you gotta catch these guys? Yep. You gotta catch people. So this is kind of like an old, it's like an old Atari game that, oh, you're supposed to throw them back? What? So it's like an Atari game that, okay, this game is not. Oh boy, that's what happens when you miss. All right, let's see if you can throw him with a bird when it comes by. No, I think the bird's there on purpose. I don't think you want to. Oops, I don't think you want to hit the bird. Yeah, it reminds me of those old Atari games that you. Okay, I've had enough fun on this one. It's the old Atari games, like I think it's called Bazooka, maybe, I don't know. Where you have to catch the falling items. So, let's see if there's anything else that we want to just check out real quick before I complete this video for today. Actually, let's go back to Chiller real quick. Is this one may only be able to be, well, it shows a little cursor there. I don't know. None with the light gun. Oh, that's what you have to do. So you have to tell it that you're not using a light gun. There's the cursor. Okay. So then you shoot these monsters, and it shows up here on the top, each time you hit a monster, that you get points, and that monster goes down. So let's see if we can shoot this. Oh, you have to shoot all of that. Okay, so it didn't go down. There it goes. Now it disappeared. The arm's coming out, and this little line down here, that is your time. So we didn't make it in time, so I died. But so you have to tell it no light guns are being used. So right here across here, no light guns are being used, and how many players you want to play. and then you can start it. And if you don't have a light gun, you can use the cursor, just like I did. So you just keep shooting. You keep shooting these things until they're gone. So, and oh, didn't get that one the last time. So, but as soon as you get all of these out of the way, then you move on to the next level, and we got 8 left and not very many seconds. So, oh boy, come on, 5. Come on, come on, come on. No, 4, 3. No, we didn't make it in time. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe below and check us out on oneuppretro.com. You can leave us a message below if you have any questions. You can email us at info@oneuppretro.com. And check us out on Facebook. Like our Facebook page. It's Facebook.com/OneUpRetro. I believe it's spelled out ONEUPRETRO on Facebook. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we really appreciate any feedback. And as always, game on, guys. See you next time.